I know, with no sound. Just the sound of the raindrops. Liquid sunshine. And good morning and greetings from Boniface Hiers Chevrolet, where we are with this amazing car. This is the 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, and we are out here because it is Helping Seniors car raffle time. Today is the day, and Ashleigh, Caswell, this has been a day that's been coming for a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. And like in 5 hours or something, we get to give away a car.
That's right, 6 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, because we're getting people who are tuning in literally from all over the country. I mean, we're seeing ticket orders for from Washington State, up north. People are excited about this car raffle. So 6 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, we're going to find out who gets keys to these cars.
I know. I'm so excited for the person who wins. It's such a cool day.
Well, so let's go through where we are at this. So this year, you know, A.J. Hiers, who is the area's premier car dealer, has the Boniface Hiers group of dealerships, you know, and he's got a beautiful Dodge store up in Merritt Island, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. We're here in the Chevrolet store. Later today, we're going to be in the Kia store and the Mazda store. So whatever kind of car you're looking for, A.J. Hiers has got one of those. And he and our founder and president, Joe Steckler, have been great friends for all these years, and together they have raised millions of dollars for seniors-oriented charities. You know, Joe is the guy who founded the Joe's Clubs here in the community, and to this day it's a great resource. And then 10 years ago he came and said he wanted to start Helping Seniors of Brevard because he said people have issues beyond just memory care, and we have to do something for that. So Helping Seniors operates the county's Senior Information Helpline, which is a free call for people throughout Brevard County and for people who live in Brevard County or care for seniors in Brevard County, and we connect them to resources. But how that happens is with your help. And so Joe and AJ for years have done these car raffles as fundraisers to keep everything going. And so that's why we get to come out and have fun with these great cars, Ashleigh.
I know, it's so exciting. And, you know, the contributions today not only get you a ticket into the American Muscle Car Museum at a later date and enter you into a drawing for one of these cars, but it also supports Helping Seniors for the entire year. So this is the income.
Yeah, this is so important. People think nonprofits get like all these government grants and things like that, and nothing actually is really farther from the truth, particularly during COVID times, because if you think about it, the number of calls and things are increasing because seniors are needing more help trying to navigate COVID, just like we all do. But then on top of that, if you think about it, some of the resources that otherwise aren't available to nonprofits have also slimmed down. So this is why it is so important that you get a Helping Seniors car raffle ticket. And do you remember how we get Helping Seniors car raffle tickets?
So my favorite way is to buy them digitally. So I'm sure there's a link at the top of this video, and then it's helpingseniorscarraffle.com. Yep. Did I get it? Yes.
You did good. And you can, that's really the best way, especially as the clock is ticking down. And I got to tell you this deadline too, 5:30 p.m. again, Eastern time. So wherever you're watching this video, 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, August 10th, 2020, or as you like to say, 10/10/2020, because that just sounds cool. So this is the day you got to get your ticket if you're going to be in it to win it. And let's talk about what's happening. Now, originally, this was originally going to happen April 25th, as you remember, and then COVID happened. And we thought, let's push a day out, like maybe in October. Everything will be COVID-free by then, and we can have a nice event at the Muscle Car Museum. And so because obviously, as a senior organization, we want to keep seniors safe, we're going to go and err on the side of follow the science. Let's be safe. We've gotten this far. Let's do the right things and keep everybody safe. So the Muscle Car Museum is not open to the public today. So I really want to stress that. The Muscle Car Museum is not open today. We will be doing the grand drawing from the American Muscle Car Museum this evening. Broadcast there begins at 5. The grand drawing is at 6 p.m. Eastern. But even we will be outside the Muscle Car Museum. So nobody's going into the museum today because we want to just stay safe, social distant, wearing our masks, everything, do this the right way. The good news, though, I'll let you share the good news about what Mark is doing for us.
The good news is that we get to go another day.
Yes.
So, and he's going to bring pizza and soda, I've heard.
That's right. So what Mark was telling us, he said, listen, he said this to Joe. He said, Joe, I really want to help seniors. He said, you know, most of the time when he opens up the museum, it's like a black tie event. You get, you know, you go out and rent your tux and you have everything and you go out there and it's $150 or $200 to get in. And so even Ed Diedick, who was the operations manager, he said, you know, he said, Mark really wants to help the seniors and make this possible. So he said, he said, your ticket, your Helping Seniors raffle car ticket, is admit one into the museum. And so when you buy 5 tickets, you can bring 4 friends with you when you come.
Yeah, or I think we're going to have it for more than one day. So if you buy 5 tickets, you can come on more than one day.
That's right, because actually what he's talking about opening up for 3 different days. So we will release those dates just as soon as we can. I know Joe and Mark have been talking about that. Mark there's a couple of things. He's got to get his volunteers in place. And first of all, the thing is we got to be where it's allowable to do it safely, because, safety for seniors, let's be honest, that's what Helping Seniors is all about. So the Muscle Car Museum is not open tonight. However, there are some great behind the scenes tours that we had the privilege of filming, and they are all out on the Helping Seniors Facebook page. They're out on the Helping Seniors YouTube page. And tell us about some of the great things we saw in there.
So he let us go into the back garage, which I thought was amazing, because I've had the pleasure of going to the museum a lot of times, but going to the back garage was really cool to see all the projects they were working on and the unique things they have going back there. So there is a long video of that. I think we got like a half an hour of filming in the garage. So that's a good one to watch.
Yeah, and you know what I thought was cool was not only did they allow us to wander through the whole place and film like all these beautiful cars, but we had the privilege of Ed walking around with us, and he knew so many facts about it. Like, I remember there was one car that I was standing, he goes, "Kerry, come over here, I want you to hold this model." I'm like, "Okay, I'm holding the model." He goes, "They came here to look at Mark's car to make the model." I was like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah, and all the whole big Yenko collection, and the detail with all of it, it's so cool.
Yeah, so you got to check out those videos. So you will be able to see the American Muscle Car Museum at least virtually today. And so take those tours. And the other fun thing that you guys got to do, you guys got to tool around in some really cool cars. Tell us about the Dodge versus Chevy Challenge.
Well, they made the mistake of letting Charisse and Jennifer and Ricky and I drive the Camaro and the Challenger, or the Charger, around the track there. So they might have had to buy new tires.
And I would say you use the word drive in a sort of an academic sense. Let's just put it this way. They were laying rubber down. It was like, boom. And it was so funny because Hal, who does all our work, hey, awesome. And so when they were out actually running the cars, it was absolutely amazing to see how those cars just went up and went. And so Hal put GoPros in there, and when he got the cars back, was taking the footage off. I think one time you pull back in, and you go, "I've got to hand you your microphone."
Yeah, because when I took off, the mic that was mounted on the overhead fell into my lap. So, and look, we have our guest.
Oh, hey, Eric, come on in. How are you feeling, sir?
Had a bit of a dental emergency this morning, but the pain meds are kicking in, so I'm feeling great now.
So Eric Swist from Boniface Hiers Chevrolet, great friend of Helping Seniors, and we're just so appreciative of all that just AJ and the whole team here has done over the years to help Joe and everything going on with Helping Seniors. But we were just talking about the Dodge versus Chevy Challenge, and that was so much fun. I don't know if you got a chance to run back and see it, but I just love the GoPro videos because it was just, every time a car would, we were standing outside, so the cars would come back in, and all we heard when the window rolled down was just giggling, like, that was fun. This is like awesome. So we are standing in front of a Chevrolet Camaro, and let me get out of the way so we can actually take a look at this car. Again, the way the rules on the Helping Seniors car raffle work, you can buy your tickets today, 1 for $25 or 5 for a $100 donation to Helping Seniors. So what happens with your donation is each $25 is 1 ticket, 5 tickets for $100. When you get those tickets, what really is happening is you're supporting the work of Helping Seniors. You got a shot at picking the car of your choice, and let me tell you what those are. You can choose a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, a 2020 Dodge Challenger. You can take a 2020 Kia Sportage, or you can take a 2020 Mazda Miata convertible. It's your choice. The winner gets to choose. And so it's one of the fun things tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to try to call the winner. Again, the museum is not open to the public tonight, but we'll be able to call the winner and hopefully get them on the line, because I'm really curious to see whoever the winner is, which car that they want to choose. This is a pretty odds-on favorite, right, Ashleigh?
Well, it's my favorite, hands down. So.
And you really were representing Team Chevy to start with, so you stayed right there.
I did, and I even got a couple people to come to my side.
So what we're going to do on Facebook Live on today is I'm going to bring up, we have some friends with us here, and I'm going to ask John Harper. Now, John is, not only is he on the board of Helping Seniors, but he's also the vice president of the Helping Seniors organization. He's been with Joe since before there was a Helping Seniors. In fact, it was John Harper who got Joe started on doing senior radio programs here in Brevard County. And so you've really watched Joe just be a tireless fighter for seniors for years.
He has, he's done a tremendous job, Kerry, over the years, going way back to the early 90s when he and I first became associated together. And the things he has done, and I think with today being a perfect example of the car giveaway, the tremendous amount of exposure that has happened as a result of Joe talking about helping seniors of Brevard, the radio show, the TV show, the newspaper articles. Joe has been the biggest supporter of seniors here in the state of Florida and maybe in the nation for that matter. Yeah. He's done so much.
There's no doubt. So I'm actually going to turn the microphone over to John for a few minutes because we have some special guests, friends of Helping Seniors. Our first guest, come on up here, Greg Schwendeman, from the law office of Amy B. Van Fossen. You know, we're so blessed to have a network of people who really do care for seniors at every level. We were talking about Ashleigh and her work with Hibiscus Court. That's 22 years you guys have been here in the Brevard County area and really setting leadership, if you will, for how you do an assisted living right. And I know with Amy and what you guys do with the law firm, I've seen you guys really fight to make sure that we do the right thing for seniors. So I'm going to step out of the way, let you gentlemen have that conversation.
All right, thank you, Kerry. We appreciate it. Great, thanks for being with us. Let's come over here a little bit more so we can make sure the beautiful car is in the shot here with us. We don't want to overlook that kind of like a beautiful woman, and this car is no exception. And somebody is going to walk away today, this evening, with this car or one of three others. Whoever has that winning ticket is really going to be in good shape to drive away with a car that's going to be outstanding on the roads in Brevard County and throughout the Space Coast, for that matter, and wherever they want to drive to. But the roads are open, and they could be open for this car right here if you have the proper ticket, the winning number. 5:30 is the deadline today to get those tickets. Ticket cost is $25 for one, $100 for five, and we hope that you will be that winner to make that happen. Greg, let's talk a little bit about your law firm. You specialize in elder law. Why don't you talk to us about elder law and what that is comprised of?
Sure. That's the law office of Amy B. Van Fossen, and we do only practice elder law. You know, some law firms, they may do real estate and criminal defense and something else and some elder law. That's not us. Our focus is solely on elder law. And elder law is a big umbrella. And under that umbrella, you have wills and trusts, estate planning, probate litigation, guardianship, and guardian advocacy. And so that is something that we've chosen to focus on, and we're very happy to help the seniors. And that's the goal. Everything we do is to help the seniors with their legal problems and with their life problems, because also incorporated into our practice is not necessarily a legal practice, but it's something that benefits the seniors very much, and that's called case management, sort of like guardianship light. We help them with everything from paying some bills to managing their medical crisis, and we have a full team who does that.
Greg, with you and your team, as you just mentioned, who handles all those different areas of elder law, have you found it a necessity in this day and age to have someone such as yourself and your firm guide seniors through many of the hurdles that need to be crossed in life, especially when you become the elder age?
Absolutely, absolutely. Just like with the medical field, no longer can you simply have a primary doctor who handles everything, including your operations. They've all become specialists. And the same thing has happened in the legal field. We tend to focus on one area of law so that we are better equipped to assist the client in that area. And in our case, we also have a division that is the public benefits. So you look at that and you think, what is it? How do I get help in that if I'm an elderly person? Well, we want to know, are you a veteran? Do you know how to apply for the various benefits you're eligible for? And we also have Medicaid. And we help our clients apply and receive benefits that will help them. In many cases, it will make a great difference between going into an ALF, which is an assisted living facility that you may not really like, and you think something much nicer is out of your grasp financially, and we can make that a reality for you.
There are so many areas that you and your firm, Greg, can be of assistance. You briefly touched upon veterans and the many different things involving veterans that many times they are not aware of, that they can apply and get help from the Veterans Administration. Why don't you talk to us about that for a minute?
Yes, for example, the example I always use is my own dad. My dad is 87 years old. He's a veteran of the Korean War, and he did not know that he was eligible for aid and attendance, which is a program that helps get the veteran benefits that they can then use. And we look at these on a case-by-case basis, so it's necessary to call the office. But in my father's case, there are several activities of daily living that he needs assistance with. And because he needs assistance with that, that money that he now receives from the government, he can use that to pay for that assistance. And that greatly improves his quality of life.
I'm sure it does, Greg. So many different areas that your firm is involved with, but all under the headline of elder care, helping the elderly with many of the different issues that they are faced on a daily basis, many times not knowing where to turn, how to get help, but you and your staff are right there for them. Why don't you give us your phone number and how they can get in touch with you?
Sure. Again, we're the law office of Amy B. Van Fossen, and our telephone number is 321-345-5945. And even when you call after hours, it doesn't go to an answering machine. We have a live person who will answer 24 hours a day, and if it's an emergency, we respond. So that number one more time is 321-345-5945.
Greg, for a moment, I want to talk about helping seniors of Brevard. That's obviously why you're here this afternoon here with us. Helping seniors of Brevard provides so many different services and the ability for seniors to get that much needed information that doesn't exist elsewhere. How can you help put in a pitch, a plug, a attaboy for what this organization does?
Well, I'd like to put in a pitch and a plug for several people here, including Mr. Hiers, because what we're doing here, when people have family members or they're elderly themselves and they don't know where to turn, the best place they can turn to is helping seniors, because they can put you in touch with what you need. Do you need a lawyer? Do you need a realtor? Do you need someone to help you with home health care? That is the best thing about Joe Steckler, because he had this vision long before it became an industry. He knew people needed help. And we have one of the oldest populations in the country right here. But I have to say, if I could sort of blend in a thank you here, because when you look at people like Mark Pylock from the American Muscle Car Museum, or A.J. Hiers of the Boniface Hiers dealerships, and even Amy Van Fossen, who's the owner of our law firm, they have one thing in common, and that is caring. And they care about the elderly in this community. And that level of caring, they also have something else in common. They all care about the animals here. Did you know that Mr. Hiers helps with all of the dog food at the local animal shelters here?
Yeah, he's been a big supporter over the years, absolutely.
And Mark Pylock has donated for animal parks. And Amy Van Fossen, also in our office, we have a dog-friendly office. They are the therapy dogs. And so when you have people who have that level of caring, whether it's for your furry friends or the elderly, I think that carries through and helps the community.
It sure does, and that's a good connection. Anybody that loves animals as much as the people you just mentioned is willing to help out animals and also willing to help out the elderly and the community in general. Those are good people and people to be associated with.
Absolutely.
And Greg, good being associated with you. Before we went on the air here this afternoon, found out that Greg and I actually lived in the same area of Coconut Grove in Miami. So that was kind of interesting, a small world.
Very small world. Glad to be up here too.
All right, well, Greg, thanks so much for being with us. One more time, give us the phone number to get in touch.
Sure. The phone number for Amy B. Van Fossen is 321-345-5945.
All right, Greg, thanks so much. We appreciate you being with us. Let's turn it back now over to Kerry Fink. And Kerry, we'll let you take this next segment, then we'll get back to you in just a moment.
Thank you, John. And let's bring Eric back in and Ashleigh back in, and let's talk about these beautiful cars that we're here with today. I mean, this is like phenomenal, right? This is the car that everybody always wants.
I mean, I'm sure you guys remember in the Dodge vs. Chevy Challenge, it seemed like everyone sort of gravitated to the Camaro after we had an opportunity to drive both of them. Not putting down the Dodge product or anything, because they do make a phenomenal driving machine. But for over 50 years, the Camaro has been the pinnacle of the American muscle car.
Yeah, you know, all I can say is I just saw everybody like just loving that car.
Yeah, I know. Can you show us around this one? Tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So for the Chevy versus Dodge Challenge, I had brought out with the Super Sport, which is the 8-cylinder. This one here is going to be the Rally Sport. It's going to be a 6-cylinder, 335 horsepower, 3.6 V6 engine. It's going to be a 3LT trim level, which is the highest trim level that they offer on this. And you're going to notice that it has the beautiful interior. It's all leather, heated and air-conditioned seats. You have Bose premium surround sound speakers, navigation, head-up display, and interior lighting. You'll see around the head unit there, it's all blue, and on the door panels, you have over 50 different colors you can select from. Even the door sills here, where it says Camaro with the Camaro logo, are illuminated as well. This is the red hot color with a black rally stripe going down the center. Also notice that it has these smoked tail lights instead of the traditional red tail lights, because it'll have red LEDs in them to give a really sporty appearance, as well as black bow ties, Chevy bow ties on the front and back. Now, what's really nice about the Camaros is that they actually have a very high crash test safety rating. They use a high-density steel frame, but they're still very lightweight, so that way you can have that quick acceleration. Now, again, with these cars, I've said this before, but with this color, you do have to budget about $100 a month for speeding tickets.
Gotta love this car. So, Ashleigh, now you've seen a convertible, you've driven the other car. I'm sure you're still Team Chevy, but...
Ooh, all the way. I mean, it's just prettier and prettier. I think the other one was faster, though, right?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we get back, we'll go up here against the car, but I guess if we get back to... Oh, and this, I love this. Okay, so we have a sense of humor. You know how they used to write like California or bust on this stuff? This is how long we've been working on the Helping Seniors car raffle. It was originally going to be April 25th, right? And then COVID happened. And then we reset the date to October 10th, thinking, well, all would be clear by then, and we'd be able to have a nice gathering at the Muscle Car Museum. So I want to reiterate, the Muscle Car Museum is not open to the public tonight because we want to do everything right and safe and COVID precaution-wise. So even when we go out there and we do the muscle car drawing, we're going to be outside. Mark Pylock and his lovely wife, they're going to come out. Tatiana usually reaches in there, pulls out the number. Mark reads it. There's all this big moment of drama.
Is he going to call the person?
Then we're going to call the person, and we're going to hopefully find out well, we'll know who the person is, but hopefully we'll find out which car they're going to take. And who knows? It could be you, because you got tickets. Did you get tickets?
I'm buying my 5 tickets today.
So I think we're all in for this, and we'll see how this works. But if you're going to get tickets, Ashleigh, you did this really good last time.
So there's a link at the top, right? So buying them digitally is the easiest way, especially now because we're getting into crunch time. And it's 5 tickets for $100, and it's helpingseniorscarraffle.com.
Perfect. So again, the deadline is 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in another time zone, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, we'll gladly accept donations after 5:30, but you won't make it in time for the car raffle. So please do that, because we're going to be broadcasting live at the American Muscle Car Museum, or technically outside the American Muscle Car Museum, and we'll do that beginning at 5. Last ticket sold is 5:30 p.m. and then the grand drawing is at 6 p.m. and we'll find out answers to a lot of good questions. But even then, the car raffle isn't over, right? Because everybody is a winner, right? Because Mark has graciously said, you take your ticket, hold on to that ticket. As soon as I can, I'm going to give you guys literally 3 different dates. I want seniors and everybody who's supported helping seniors to be able to come out as my guest, tour the museum, and actually, he goes, I'll even buy soda and pizza for everybody. So can't get much better than that. I think somebody said, you said you can't even give to a movie or something for $25.
Yeah, I mean, $25 or $20 if you're buying 5, like you can't spend that kind of money and have such an awesome night. So it really is a fun time to be at the museum. You walk into the first showroom and it takes your breath away, and then there's more.
Yeah, it's a sight to see. If you've never been there, you got to go there. If you have been there, it's still cool because he keeps adding cars. I think they told us he was up to like 340 cars or something now.
Yeah, when they took us back to the back garage, I saw a couple that aren't on the floor yet. So,
so it's amazing. So, we're going to turn this back over to John Harper, because we have another guest with us, a longtime friend of Helping Seniors. Come on up here, Dr. Kevin Kilday. Dr. Kevin Kilday is a longtime friend of Helping Seniors. He has been a holistic health center. He's an expert at everything from pain relief to addiction recovery. You do a lot of work in cancer therapy protocols and things like that. And so, John, I'm going to let you take it from here.
All right, Kerry, Fink, thank you so much. And Doctor, good to have you here with us on this very special edition of Helping Seniors of Brevard. And we've got the big car raffle taking place this evening at 5:30, as Kerry has been talking about, or at least that's the cutoff time in which you can buy your tickets online, $25 for 1 or $100 for 5. And anywhere in the country, just go online, helpingseniors.carraffle.com, and you'll be able to get that ticket. Hopefully it'll be a winning ticket and make someone, I'm sure, very happy. This particular car behind us here, Doctor, this can get somebody real healthy real quick, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes. This is a very nice car, and it reminds me of, back in the day, Chevys, and it's a real pretty car, and if you can afford it, go ahead and buy it. Or win.
Well, all you have to do is win it. I mean, $25 can win this beautiful car. What better way to get involved with a car like this for $25? You can't go wrong. Or 5 tickets for $100. Any way you cut it, it's a great deal. But Doctor, tell us a little bit about yourself now and what your practice is all about, and give us a little background on who you are.
Sure. Again, my name is Dr. Kevin Kilday, and thank you very much for having me today. I have a company called Holistic Health Center, and we help people with cancer. We have alternative cancer solutions. My website, holistichealthcenter.us, I have a whole alternative medicine protocol to help people with cancer, to help them naturally with a change in lifestyle and diet and supplements that all have been clinically studied to help with any particular cancers. And I also I've been in the my background has been a number of years in the addictions field, and as people may know, there's still an ongoing epidemic of addictions are way up because of this COVID also, with alcohol and pills and things. And I do have another protocol on my website called Holistic Addictions Therapy. And again, that's the same approach, to help people get off of drugs totally naturally, using supplements and a change in lifestyle. And it's all on my website. And there's a couple of other things I got going on.
Well, if we can, Doctor, let's for a moment I want to talk about the holistic approach to cancer, but before we get into that, obviously we're standing here together today wearing these masks, something we didn't even think about at the start of this year, 2020, and now here we're in the middle of this COVID-19 crisis, the pandemic across the world. Holistically, is there help in treating this pandemic?
Well, yes, there is. You're not necessarily, well, I hate to use the word treatment, but I always believe in preventative type medicine on building up your immune system. So when the COVID does come to possibly attack you, your immune system is built up so it doesn't get a hold of you. Now, you know, there's been a lot of clinical studies on vitamin C, on vitamin D, and also on zinc. You know, those are my top 3 choices for everyone to take to build up their immune system, and they have been shown to ward off you know, the COVID virus.
Such as if you're utilizing zinc, is that something that everyone and their body has difficulty in maintaining a proper zinc level?
Well, no, there's a zinc in a lot of different foods. You know, however, it's just good to up the dosage. You know, I personally recommend you know, 50 milligrams a day of zinc, because with today's diet and today's food, the vitamins and minerals are just not, you know, in the food like they used to be 100 years ago. So it does behoove people to you know, to supplement. Actually, medical doctors today, primary care doctors actually recommend for people to at least take a multivitamin, so you're known to get at least all the recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals.
Now, how about, you mentioned vitamin C, the same goes for that?
Yes, vitamin C, the body has a hard time you know, keeping vitamin C in, so it is good to supplement with it. All right, it has been shown to at least do a couple of thousand milligrams a day of vitamin C.
Really, that much?
Yeah, exactly. And especially if you're feeling, if you have something coming on, a respiratory issue or something else coming on, you can actually do a couple thousand milligrams, you know, 4 to 6 hours a day.
That won't have any side effects?
No, just on the real upper levels, the high levels, maybe 10,000, it might cause you know, some diarrhea, but just cut back on the dosage. Just cut back on the dosage, and that will go away.
Or as a doctor friend of mine used to call it, explosive diarrhea.
Right. Well, whatever. It's just it's just not good, you know.
Yeah. So vitamin C and zinc, good supplements to take to help, and vitamin D. What is the purpose of vitamin D?
Well, vitamin D is multi-purpose. I mean, it's good for the immune system. It helps with actually with inflammation, so it's good for you know, for muscles and bones. And it's just a majority. They're finding that a majority of the people who've had COVID, and unfortunately, you know, if they did an autopsy on someone who passed from it, they have found that a majority of them have been deficient in vitamin D.
Fascinating, interesting, and so everybody should keep that in mind if they want to build up their immune system. Zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D would be very, very helpful.
That's right. They've all been clinically studied. You can find a fair amount of doctors on YouTube that talk about these, you know, these particular vitamins. But those are my top 3. You know, I mean, I write for Senior Scene magazine, and I have written a number of articles, you know, on them, and as well as the spiritual impact of COVID and the relationship impact of COVID, and it's really affecting the general population in a lot of different ways.
It sure is. But hearing about those vitamins, I think, Doctor, that would be important for everybody to keep that in mind and give that strong consideration the next time they're in their pharmacy or grocery store or ordering something online. Zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin C.
Right, exactly. And I have a, if I may, I have a brand new product that I'm representing that has just been clinically studied. It's an air purification product for the home and for up to 20,000 square feet. You just put it in the corner of a room or something like that, and it has been clinically studied to show that it kills COVID, the COVID virus that are on surfaces 99.98% of the time.
That is pretty impressive. How can people find out more information?
That's within 7 hours, and this thing has been approved by the FDA. It's been approved by NASA. It's actually been taken from NASA technology. And they can call me at 321-549-0711. And I just became a distributor for them, so the information is this weekend's being uploaded to my website. And I'm posting it today, actually, on my Facebook, which is Holistic Health Center in Melbourne, Florida.
All right, Doctor, just before we turn it back over to Kerry Fink, if you could spend a moment with us and talk to us about the importance, the necessity of having an organization such as Helping Seniors of Brevard and what that means for the community.
Yes, Helping Seniors of Brevard is a great organization. I'm glad I'm part of it. You know, there's a lot of seniors out there today that are you know that even needed help before COVID, and now with COVID they actually need you know, more help. A lot of them you know, have been isolated from you know, from their family members and visitors, even in assisted living facilities. I mean, it's just very, very tough. I mean, it's just tough being a senior and then struggling maybe with some medical conditions, and it's just very tough just being alone. Also in dealing with these things. And you know, in Helping Seniors of Brevard, I mean, if you call their office, a lot of times they have you know, they have a great referral service and phone numbers that that they can share with you for help with really anything that you may need help with.
All right, thank you for your time, your support, your efforts, and helping Seniors of Brevard. We appreciate it, Doctor. One more time, that phone number.
Yeah, 321-549-0711. My website's holistichealthcenter.us.
All right, sounds good. And we're getting close to the big drawing coming up this evening at 6 o'clock at the Muscle Car Museum. Kerry Fink, why don't you come back in here and tell us a little bit more about that and how people can get their tickets.
All right, thanks. I'm going to ask Eric and Ashleigh to come out, and we're going to close out our segment here from the lovely Boniface Hiers Chevrolet, where we have been kind of oohing and awing over this amazing Camaro car that we're here with. And so, again, you have till 5:30 p.m. tonight, 5:30 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. I guess we're on Standard Time, right? We haven't gone to the, I always get confused. But anyway, whatever your watch says, 5:30 Eastern Time. So be in it to win it, because the drawing is at 6 p.m. We will be drawing that car live at 6 p.m. and we will actually be at the American Muscle Car Museum. Again, museum is not open to the public today. In fact, we won't even be going in the museum. We'll be standing outside and having the draw out there, but you'll be able to watch it all on Facebook. And if you want to see inside the museum, because your ticket will get you in there are dates coming for that. And so when you buy your ticket, you're not only supporting the work of Helping Seniors, you're getting your car raffle ticket, but you're also going to be able to see the Muscle Car Museum. And so you go to where?
HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com. If you're watching this, just click above it, really.
That's right.
And it only takes maybe 2 minutes to buy tickets online. It's not an arduous process at all. It's really fast. So at 5:28, you can still buy them.
That's right. But if it comes in after 5:30, you made a nice donation, but you won't make the hopper. So you want to be sure you do this the right way. So Ashleigh, any last comments? We're checking out all the great cars in the car raffle. This is one of 4 that the Chevrolet Camaro is one of 4 that the winner can pick today. So I'm going to actually just ask you to close it out and say, what do you think? Anything you want to appeal to folks and say, buy your tickets?
Yeah, you know what? It's a great contribution, and we need to support our local charities. We need to give back if we can, and it's a great investment in yourself and your future, and to come out to the museum. So.
No question about it. And make sure, by the way, while you're waiting for the drawing, check out the Dodge versus Chevy Challenge. You know, if you go directly and you buy your tickets, we posted that right there. It's on the same page. So you're going to get to see how much fun you guys were having in an amazing 2020 Chevrolet Camaro.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And can we bring the rest of our guests back to close it out?
Everybody, come on in. Dr. Kevin, Greg Schwendeman, John Harper, anybody who would like to be on this camera. Here, I'm going to hand you the mic. You're going to close this out.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so on behalf of Joe Steckler and our entire family and of Helping Seniors folks and everybody that has worked together very hard to make this car raffle work this year, special thanks to A.J. Hiers of Boniface Hiers Dealership Group. He and Joe have gone way back, and he has always been a blessing to all the things that Joe has done on behalf of seniors. And again, this year has made it possible for us to make somebody very, very happy this evening. So let's do close out, as AJ would say, on the count of 3, as you all see him do it in the commercials. So for being here today, for getting your Helping Seniors car raffle tickets, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.